All right, what's going on, everybody? So, MicroStrategy quietly confirms shock plans to sell Bitcoin, sparking sudden price crash panic. The thing is crazy about this, guys, and why I want to get into it today is this right here.
When do you sell your Bitcoin? When you need it to conserve your life, the lives of those you love? Then yeah, you trade it, you borrow against it, but you only need one share. You do not sell your Bitcoin.
All right, so you don't sell your Bitcoin, right? And this guy's about to sell his Bitcoin, or at least he's going to sell a large portion of it. And the reason I'm bringing this up, I just wanted to have a little fun because it's Saturday. I want to go over we're going to go over a few charts in a second, but the reason I wanted to bring this up is because take a look at this chart. Take a look at the green line right here. What the green line is the average purchase price. So this green line right here shows the average purchase price where Michael Saylor is average, his buying averages out, right? And these big bubbles right here, the bigger the bubble, the more he's buying, right? And you can see where that landed him right now. Right now, currently, he's bouncing in between being underwater and breaking even. And no wonder he's considering selling, because if this thing does come down for one final leg down, like I think it's going to, and a lot of us think it's going to, man, it's going to look really rough. And you guys want to see something I find absolutely interesting? Another piece of data that I think is absolutely interesting is if you look over here, last time Michael Saylor gave up buying was the exact time to buy. This guy's thinking, when Michael Saylor's looking at these charts, it's like when I look at a 15-minute chart, I don't care what's happening in the 15-minute chart. I don't think this guy cares what's happening on the smaller time frames, like the weekly and the monthly. This guy's like super zoomed out, if he even cares about really making money on Bitcoin. I think what's happening with Michael Saylor is he's making a lot of money when people invest and trade in his in MicroStrategy, and I think he's making a lot of. I think that's how he's making his money. I think he's making his money by holding a bunch of Bitcoin. I don't think he's really too worried about the actual price, especially not in the short term. Guys, if I'm wrong about this, tell me in the comment sections. I'm just having fun with this. I think it's interesting. The real take home thing here in this, the real big thing I'm trying to show you guys, and the understanding I'm trying to come to is right here. Look at the bottom. Look, when he gave up, when Michael Saylor gave up right here, this was the time to start looking to buy. As far as I'm concerned, I'm looking for the same thing here, right underneath his average price. I think price has one more leg to the downside. We're going to see some consolidation just like we did here. And then I think it's going to be an amazing time to buy. So anyways, that was fun. Let's get into the charts. 78,183. And the reason I'm watching this level is because of this candle right here. See this weekly candle right here? If this candle here closes underneath this level right here, the 78,000, roughly 78,100 give or take level, right, that I just showed you, if we get a candle close underneath here in 1 day and 6 hours, then I think it's going to change the game up, right? If this closes as an engulfing candle, or it closes above right here, say we wick back up and it doesn't create an engulfing candle, I think that's going to change everything. I think if this candle isn't engulfing, we're going to shoot up. If this candle is engulfing, we're going to shoot down. It's literally that simple. I don't think there's really much more to say about that. So, yeah, all eyes on 78,183. If we close, give or take, right? Obviously, it's all about the candle engulfing or not. I think that's the thing that we're really watching out for. Keeping it a buck, keeping it really easy, guys. So watching this trend line right here, this is what I want to keep my eye on, right? Because I showed you guys a million other videos, all the reasons why I think we're headed much, much lower on the macro scale and everything, right? But if price falls down to this trend line right here, let's extend it a little bit. You can see that this level right here would be literally $50,000 right here. And what would happen is if this thing starts to show signs of strength, right? We see curve, price gets a little bit stronger right here. All through this area right here would be the perfect time to start buying and looking for long positions and, position trades, like whatever you guys are into. But me specifically, I'm going to be adding to my spot BTC stack right in this general vicinity. There's another thing I wanted to go over really quickly. Is this gap. The gap is filled, ladies and gentlemen, and which is really important because it doesn't really have to keep climbing. There's nothing on this chart. There's nothing on the grayscale BTC trust chart that's showing me that we need to continue climbing. And there's a whole bunch of other reasons, obviously, Elliott wave structure and all that stuff, right? We came up, we grabbed this liquidity, and now price is pushing towards the downside. And I think it's going to continue pushing towards the downside, but I think it has one more sweep to the upside to grab a little bit more liquidity. And then I think this thing's going to continue to the downside, finishing the Elliott wave structure that I showed you guys in the other video. Keeping it super simple. I think we're on the last leg to the downside. I think this thing's going to bottom out around 50K. It's going to catch a lot of people off guard, but it's not going to catch us off guard. So I talk about this all the time. In my opinion, time is more important than price. So watch out for this. We're going into this level right here, the trend-based fib time. We're going into this level around May, if we push up into this level, price is going to fall from here. If we push down into this level, price is going to rise from here. So this is something that I'm keeping my eye on. Not really super important yet, but I just wanted to bring you guys a quick update. And there really ain't that much to talk about. That's why I talked about the Michael Saylor stuff. So if you guys appreciate this content, you want to know exactly where I'm getting in and out of my positions, do me a favor, smash up the likes and stay tuned for more. Love you guys. I'm out. Peace.